do you think that Minecraft attracts children?
Yes, I believe Minecraft attracts children.
Okay. Mr. Keating, how old is Brian Martin currently?
I don't know. How old are you?
Mr. Keating, I'm 37 years old.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said yikes.
Would you explain why?
I don't think you want me to. I think that will prejudice you. I don't think you want me to explain that.
Well, I'm being very respectful to you, Mr. Keating, and I would like to know what you meant by that.
Well, 37 years old. That means you were how old when Futuristichub was created? You would have been 28? 27?
A full-grown adult, yes.
Right.
Full-grown adult for the creation of the date of the channel.
Right.
Yes.
And since animated porn was uploaded to the channel that featured your voice, but yet you're saying a 12-year-old created the pornography, I say yikes because you just admitted to helping a 12-year-old child make pornography.
This deposition is being taken on behalf of the defendant. Counsel, would you please identify yourselves for the record, starting with the questioning attorney?
Gene Dubose, representing defendant Holly Bone.
Craig Capua, representing plaintiffs / judgment creditors, David Tyler Moss and Fidelissimus LLC.
Brian Martin, representing myself, Pro Se Defendant and judgment debtor.
I believe Mr. Martin has questions.
Yes, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, before you ask questions, I just need to lodge an objection to any questions that you ask of Mr. Keating. And the objection on behalf of the plaintiffs are that since the judge has ordered that you are in contempt of court and that the judge also has struck all of your pleadings, it's plaintiff's position that you don't have the authority in the litigation to ask any questions to Mr. Keating. So I'll say you can go and ask your questions, but I'm asserting an objection to every single question that you're about to ask for that reason. But I will also probably assert additional objections based upon the question themselves. I just wanted to put that on the record.
Okay. Morning, Mr. Keating.
Morning, Brian.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to ask you 20 questions. How's that?
All right.
Mr. Keating, do you know David Tyler Moss, the plaintiff in this cause?
I do.
Would you consider him a business partner?
Yes, in a sense, yes.
Like, does he not run Video Games YouTube channel with you?
I don't run or own the Video Games channel. Fidelissimus has a stake in the channel, and Ty has the other 50% stake.
Do you know what David Tyler Moss does for a living?
Currently?
Yes.
I think he's a YouTuber.
Are you familiar with No Sleep Team?
I am.
Who owns the company No Sleep Team?
I believe Brian does.
You believe who?
I'm sorry. I believe Ty does. David Tyler Moss.
So you were to assume if that's his company, that would be an additional source of income.
I don't know what kind of income, if he's making any income or not. So I couldn't answer that.
In yesterday's deposition, you showed up. Are you familiar with, in the deposition of David Tyler Moss, when he was asked by Mr. Dubose about his income situation, he failed to mention his company?
Objection to form.
Okay. Well, the question was about his income stream.
Did you hear? I'll say the question again.
Okay.
Yesterday, David Tyler Moss was being deposed by Gene Dubose, and Gene Dubose had asked what he does for a job, his source of income, and David Tyler Moss said he is a YouTuber. Is that correct?
I didn't catch the initial discussion with David Tyler Moss and what his answers were, but I'd assume that's what he said.
Okay, we'll move on.
Okay.
Mr. Keating, how do you know that Brian Martin owns Futuristic Hub and Creamworks Animations?
Well, there's a whole bunch of evidence pointing to you, Brian Martin, owning it.
And what type of evidence is there?
There's text messages that I've had with you back in 2014 when I was working for Maker Studios, and you asked me to help you get Futuristic Hub signed to a network. There was communications back and forth around that. I'm sorry, my dog's trying to get a treat. We'll take 2 seconds. In addition to that, your brother has told me that you owned it and created the videos. You admitted it on the stand at trial in 2016. Do you want me to just name everything or just a few?
Let's talk about, because this is the same thing in Mr. Moss's case.
Okay.
The main reason that Futuristic Hub is allegedly owned by Brian Martin is based off of what other people say.
Objection to form.
No, it's what other people have said, but it's also what you have said.
Mr. Keating, you owned a YouTube multi-channel network called VidFair. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So you know the ins and outs of what it takes to running a multi-channel network.
I know what it was like to run a multi-channel network in 2011.
Okay. And you are familiar with multi-channel networks that, let's say, a YouTube channel wants to sign a contract with your network.
Okay.
Does the YouTube channel owner have to sign the contract, or can it be a manager?
Well, from my experience and from what I've seen, the owner of the channel has to sign the contract. The manager manages, but the owner would have to sign the contract.
And in this case, the owner of the channel being a minor that can't legally bind a contract, would a manager be able to sign the contract?
No.
Objection to form.
Sorry, Craig. No.
Why not?
Because the owner of the channel is the one that has to sign the contract, because the owner of the channel has to indemnify the network. There is a section in all of the contracts, from my recollection, that you must say you own and you created the content.
And is that an official YouTube thing?
Well, we're talking about multi-channel networks. Sorry. I need to stop answering right away because Craig wants to talk.
Mr. Keating, I have just one question. Are you a YouTube expert?
I would consider myself a YouTube expert.
Are you a YouTube employee?
No, I'm not.
No. So is it safe to say you may not be a YouTube expert?
I would consider myself a YouTube expert.
And what is an expert?
Someone that knows a great deal about the YouTube community and YouTube.
But you are not employed by Google or YouTube.
I am not employed by YouTube or Google.
So based off of everything you say, you are basically saying you may not know how the inner workings of YouTube or Google work.
Objection to form.
There are some aspects of YouTube that I don't know how it works, but over the years, having friends who were employees of Google and YouTube, executives of Google and YouTube, I've learned a great deal over the years. So it just depends on the subject matter that you're referring to.
Okay, let's move on. How many times have you personally met Brian Martin?
Personally, I met you one time.
One time?
I believe, well, face-to-face in person?
In person.
Well, I know I met you at trial. I believe I met you at VidCon, but that might have been your twin brother, Kevin, so I'm not sure.
Let's talk,
2014.
okay, let's talk about the trial of 2016.
Okay.
You said you met Brian Martin for the first time at the trial of 2016.
And when you say Brian Martin, you're speaking about yourself.
Yes,
I met you at trial. Yes.
Mr. Keaton, every time I say Brian Martin, it will be referred to as third person.
Okay.
Okay. Would you tell me about this 2016 lawsuit? What was the purpose?
What was the purpose of a lawsuit?
Of the 2016 trial? What was the purpose of this entire lawsuit?
The purpose was to sue you.
For?
Tortious interference, fraud, conspiracy. There were a few charges. I can't remember offhand.
Mr. Keating, when you sue someone for fraud and they lose, are they a fraud? Would you consider them a fraud?
If somebody loses a case, would I consider them a fraud?
If they lose a case for fraud, would you consider them a fraud?
I don't think I can make that. Hold on, he objected to form.
Yep.
And I didn't answer. Do you want me to answer? Okay, can you re-ask the question again?
If somebody lost a lawsuit and they were guilty of fraud, does that make them a fraud?
Objection to form.
I don't think I could cast a net and say any person who has ever been found guilty of fraud that they are a fraud. I would say they have committed fraud.
Mr. Keating, on the subject of fraud,
Okay.
would you ever work with somebody who frauded you? Ever again?
Yes.
And why would you work with someone that basically cheated you?
I think, I mean, it just depends on the situation. I think if you were to present me a situation saying, hey, this happened here, this happened, and this happened, would you consider working with that person? It just depends on the person, and it's a case-by-case basis. But I can't say no, generally. I would say, yes, I could see myself working with someone.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go on the futuristic hub issues at hand. Have you personally seen Brian Martin in front of a computer animating any videos that would be on the Futuristic Hub channel?
From my recollection, yes.
And when was this?
One was the video you posted of yourself in the studio sitting in front of the computer with the Futuristic Hub in the background. And then I also received a snapshot from another individual who said I was, he said he was at your house, and he showed me a picture of you working on Futuristic Hub, sitting at the computer editing.
But does that necessarily mean, now you said the word editing. Is that the same as animating?
For animation, yes, it's an edit. You're editing the animation.
So it's your belief that when someone is animating a video, that is called editing a video?
Animating or editing the animation. The definition of edit is to make changes and to align together, right? So if you're animating, you're editing the animation, you are aligning things and editing it to make one final product.
Mr. Keating, are you aware of the term animation studio?
Yes, I am.
In an animation studio, how many people, say in a small studio, would you say work on a single animation?
It depends on the studio.
Are you familiar about what goes on in the background of the Futuristic Hub studio?
When you say background, what do you mean?
Are you familiar with all the people working on every animation whether editing, animating, voice work, do you know the identities of these people who work in the Futuristic studio?
Every single video,
Objection to form.
every single video, and every single person who has worked on it? Is that what you're asking me?
I'm asking, in your opinion, let's say in your opinion on an animation studio, a small animation studio, how many people would you say would work on a simple animation, such as the ones on the Futuristic Hub channel?
Objection to form.
In my opinion, I could not say how many people worked on an animation in a small animation studio. I don't know what your definition of a small animation studio is.
Well, let's talk about a large animation studio. Let's talk about Pixar, for example, owned by Disney. The animators for Pixar, do they own Pixar or Disney?
Objection to form.
That would depend on if the animators are shareholders in Pixar or Disney.
But you would have to determine that, correct?
If I wanted to know the answer, I would have to determine it.
Because you just told me, based off of what you think, that you would think that the animators of Pixar would be possibly the owners of these very large studios.
I did not say that.
Objection to form.
In the October 2020 injunction hearing, you identified Brian Martin as the owner of Futuristic Hub because his voice was on some of the animations. Is that correct?
That was one of the reasons why I believed, yes.
Okay. Are you aware that just because there is a voice artist on an animation that they may not be the creator or owner of any of the content that they may voice for?
To form.
If I were to forget everything that you've ever showed me or that I've ever seen by, I'm sorry, ask me the question one more time because I want to make sure I answer it correctly.
Let me rephrase it. Are you familiar? Are you aware that a voice artist may not be, keyword may not be the owner or creator of the animation that they are voicing for?
I am aware that just the fact that you provide a voice animation does not make you the owner of the channel.
Okay. Mr. Keating, are you an animation expert?
I am not.
In the TRO hearing of February 22nd, we recently had, you had criticized Miss Holly Bone of certain animation styles.
Quality.
Do you remember that?
Yes, quality. Animation quality.
Quality. Okay. So you just told me that you are not an animation expert.
I am not.
Objection to form.
So how can you determine the quality of animation based off of a person creating it?
Well, you are discussing two different things. You're discussing the process of creation, and then you're discussing the final product. I would consider myself a good judge of final products. For example, if let's say I do not understand, I am not an expert when it comes to producing music, but if you play me a symphony, I don't need to know how it was created to understand if the final product is good or not.
Mr. Keating, do you know what a spokesperson is?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what a representative is?
In what context?
Say a representative of a company.
Okay, I do.
Okay. In terms of a representative or spokesperson, isn't it their job to refer, speaking of about said company in first person? So, for example, if I was a spokesperson for, let's say, KFC, and I say, this is how I do my chicken, and this is our recipe, does that give me authority and ownership of the company I represent?
Objection to form.
I'm confused. You first you asked me if I know what a representative is, and then ask that question again.
You are alleging the only proof you have that Brian Martin owns Futuristic Hub is because he says certain words of, I animate, I'm the animator, I do this, I do that, basically speaking and talking about the said studio. Is that correct?
No, sir.
Objection to form.
Sorry, Craig. No.
So you just said, though, in this questioning that Brian Martin has said that he is animating for said videos. Is that a correct statement?
Yes, but just because I'm sorry, the first question, see, now I have two questions I have to keep track of. I want to answer the first question first. The first question was, you said, just because of the fact that you said you edited videos, I am claiming, but that's not true. It's the fact and an accumulation of all the evidence, which leads me to believe that you own Futuristic Hub. Not just because one time in a video you said, hey, I edited this video. I'm talking about all of the evidence over the years.
And when you say over the years, how long are we talking?
I believe the very first interaction I had with you about Futuristic Hub would have been in 2014.
2014. So that's a long time.
It could have been earlier.
Years.
It could have been earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just around Futuristic Hub. I've been aware of you since, I believe, 2009.
Okay.
Hey, you're okay.
You've been aware of Brian Martin since 2009.
Yes, sir.
Yet you've only met Brian Martin once.
I believe I only met you once at trial, possibly twice.
All right, let's move on. Are you familiar with how Minecraft animations are created?
Just a basic understanding. I mean, it depends which aspect of the creation you're talking about.
Let's say voice work.
Okay.
Do you know if the process of voice work comes before animation or after animation?
It could be before or after, but from what I understand, animators like to have the audio done first. But I can't say with 100% certitude.
Okay. So you say that you met Brian Martin once, and that was at the trial of 2016. Is that correct?
This is just going off of my memory. You mean met you face to face?
In person, yes.
Yeah, I can't remember another time where I've met you. Are you? I can't answer.
I am not aware. I believe
Okay.
that 2016 was definitely the first time.
Okay.
So is it safe to say that you've never personally stood next to Brian Martin and watched him animate in front of a computer?
It is safe to say that I have never been in a room with you watching you personally edit a video.
So it is clear that you are not a witness of Brian Martin animating as you allege.
No, that's not
Objection to
true.
form.
Sorry, that's not true. I witnessed you via picture and via video.
You have stated to everyone that you have witnessed via a video Brian Martin sitting in front of a computer but not doing anything. Is that correct?
You were dancing and showing the Futuristic Hub animations behind you.
And is that something an employee of a animation studio would be allowed to do?
Objection to form.
It depends on what the rules are of the company.
Well, this is a private studio. So let's just say Brian Martin was employed or working for the owner of Futuristic Hub, does he have the right to create a video dancing around, showing certain work in the background, say a project that he's working for? Does he have that right? And not be the owner of the company?
Craig, I'm sorry, were you objecting to form?
I objected to form. You can answer.
You started off your question with, let's just say that, I think you said, let's say I'm not the owner. What'd you say?
I'll make this very easy.
Okay.
You're aware of social media, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You know, people post anything they want on social media.
Yes.
Do you believe everything that you see on social media?
I believe that I see what I see.
Okay. Now, what you see is only a personal opinion, but not a fact. Is that correct?
It is a fact that I see what I see.
Okay. But it is not a fact that you cannot verify the actual situation.
If I've seen it, I can verify that I've seen it.
Okay. Let's talk about the video where Mr. Martin is swinging around and dancing.
Yes.
If Mr. Martin was employed by or working for Futuristic Hub, was not animating Futuristic Hub, and let's say doing voice work at the computer desk and swinging around, does that mean that Mr. Martin is the owner of Futuristic Hub?
Objection to form.
If you were to see, if you were to just take that one video of you doing that, I would say just that video on its own does not prove that you owned Futuristic Hub.
Okay. And you're aware of the content that's on the in the video that's on the computer screens you saw, because you said that you saw there was a Futuristic Hub animation being edited, correct?
I believe I said it appeared to be what I believe was the Futuristic Hub animation in the background of that video.
Okay. Do you know what program that Mr. Martin had opened on his computer?
I do not. No.
So you don't know the program, and you have come to the conclusion that Mr. Martin is animating a Futuristic Hub video.
Animating, working on, editing.
Well, let's talk about working on. An animation studio has several people working on an animation. Am I correct?
Objection to form.
It depends on which animation studio you're talking about.
Okay. In general, an animation studio, let's say an animation studio has more than one person working on an animation.
Okay.
You have an animator. That's one person. Is it believable that the voice artist and the animator can be two separate people?
Objection to form.
It can be two separate people, and it could be one and the same.
Okay. Let me move on.
Did you want to go over more proof about? Sorry, go ahead.
I will close this part out. So am I correct to assume, based off of what we've talked about, that you have no idea who creates the animations on Futuristic Hub?
I do not agree with that. I have an opinion that you animate.
An opinion based off of?
Would you like me to go over everything?
You've stated on record you have met Brian Martin once.
Okay.
You have stated on record that you have not personally sat or stood or witnessed Brian Martin physically animating these animations. Is that correct?
I have stated on record that I have not physically been in the room with you while you edited. Correct.
Okay. So am I correct to assume, based off of what you have said, that you have no idea who animates on Futuristic Hub?
Objection to form.
No, You are not correct to assume that.
Okay, I'll move on.
Do you want to ask me why? You go lay down. Go lay down.
Do you have any evidence that will link Brian Martin to own the entire copyrights to the YouTube channels Futuristichub and Creamworks Animations?
To the copyrights? I've seen evidence. Yeah, I believe we do. I believe we do have.
Would you state the evidence?
Well, the evidence is in 2017, when we initially tried to collect against the Futuristichub channel, and we asked you to turn it over, you filed an affidavit with the federal court swearing under threat of perjury that Chrissy Martin owned the channel and created it in 2012, and that you created the videos and did the SEO for her. So that would lend to the idea that you own it. Moreover, the contracts that you signed with Fullscreen or with Style Hall, you sign an indemnification clause where you indemnify the MCN from any litigation, and you swear that you own and created the content. Now, I understand in the past you've said you also could have the license, but that's YouTube's terms of service. Networks are different because they have to indemnify YouTube. So they need you to indemnify them, saying that you own and you created the content, not that you have the proper licensing or permissions, but that you own the content. So that lends more to the fact that you own the copyrights. You and your wife, Chrissy, at the time, owned the copyrights to Futuristichub.
Going over the copyrights, is it a YouTube network? You stated on record that you were a YouTube network owner, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is it an MCN YouTube network's legal responsibility to state whether the copyright is owned by the person's signature?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Is it the YouTube MCN network's responsibility to determine the legality of someone's copyright based off of a simple signature?
Objection to form.
Is it what? I'm sorry, Brian. Let me hear that one more time. Because I think I hear your question and I'm just dumb. Ask it one more time.
The MCN.
Is it their obligation to verify who owns the copyright of the content?
I would say not verify. I would say, are they able to make a legal determination who actually owns the copyright of the content that is being posted on a channel that they are representing?
No,
Question of form.
Okay, that was that.
I think, well, I didn't answer it. I think any legal conclusion should be made by a court of law.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Video Games YouTube channel?
I am.
That was the channel that was involved in the 2016 lawsuit, correct?
That was a part of the 2016 lawsuit, yes.
Okay. What is the Video Games YouTube channel?
It is a YouTube channel.
And what do you do on the Video Games YouTube channel?
It has been dormant for a couple of years, so nothing.
And in the 2016 lawsuit, you and your partner argued that this channel may be worth millions and millions of dollars. Is that correct?
At court? Yes.
Yes. Okay. And when you won this case against the Video Games channel, did you receive the Video Games channel from Brian Martin and Marco Princep?
We received the YouTube channel. It was damaged, but we received it.
And by damage, would you state what you mean by damage, please?
All of the videos were demonetized and put on private. And under my understanding at the time, when you do that to a channel and you privatize all of the videos and demonetize them, it takes it out of the system's recommendation feed. Now, I'm not sure how 100% true that is, but from my recollection and from my understanding and past experiences with other YouTube channels, that in a sense, just it harmed the channel.
Okay. And regarding the video games YouTube channel, is it true that when you received the channel that you argued in court that was worth millions when you received the channel? That
no, court was before I received the channel. We received the channel after court, I believe, like a month after court, maybe sooner.
Yes, there. When you won the case in 2016, the lawsuit, you received, I believe it was June of 2016, correct?
I don't know.
Okay,
but we did receive it.
Now, I can't confirm. In fact, I've never heard anything. I'm somewhat of a YouTube expert, if you will, myself. With
you
analytics.
work for YouTube? Sorry. Sorry. That was inappropriate. I apologize.
Mr. Keating, do you know that I've been on YouTube for a very long time, sir?
Not as long as me, Brian.
How long have you been on YouTube?
Since its inception, 2005.
Now, are you aware that Mr. Martin may have been on YouTube since 2005?
It's possible.
Okay. So when it comes to the experience of Brian Martin being on YouTube, let's just say 2009, because that's what you've said on record already.
Life in the tent days?
Life in a tent days, correct.
That.
If someone was on YouTube, let's say it's been, how long has it been? It's been 13 years. Am I correct?
13 years since what? 2009? Yes.
And you are claiming, and so you've claimed that you've known Mr. Martin to do YouTube since 2009. Wouldn't Mr. Martin have an extraordinary amount of knowledge about how the YouTube system works in 13 years that you allege Mr. Martin to be on YouTube?
You're asking me if I believe somebody to be on you would have extraordinary knowledge?
You allege that Mr. Martin has been actively using YouTube for 13 years. Is that correct?
I don't allege it. I believe you've been on since 2009.
Okay. And it's your belief that because of 13 years that Mr. Martin would have extensive knowledge, possibly expert knowledge of how YouTube is ran.
I wouldn't say based off of the time frame alone, but I would say you are knowledgeable of YouTube. You are teetering along the lines of expert.
Let me.
And Sarah, the spelling of life in a tent, it's all one word, life in a tent.
Mr. Keating, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Just bear with me, please. Mr. Keating, are you familiar with what this 2020 fraudulent lawsuit is that you filed in court in September 2020?
Fraudulent lawsuit?
Are you familiar with this lawsuit?
A fraud lawsuit in 2020?
You're
talking about this collection action. In this collection action, I am aware of it. Yes.
And you are aware it cites certain things about fraud?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I am going to just share my screen.
You're a good boy. That was to my dog.
Excuse me, I'm just trying to show this. Okay. Hold control to, no, not sure. Mr. Keating, can you see what's on the screen?
Yes.
Do you recognize this exchange with Mr. Martin, July 23rd, 2020?
I do remember this. Yes.
Would you please read that to me?
Yeah. I don't know how Tommy attacked you. Sorry. I actually signed my interest in the channel and the lawsuit over, so I won't ever see any money from you or the channel again. I had to let it all go last year. I have access to the channel until the end of this year, I think. I think Hunter is working for free. He made some type of deal with Dan Wide.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
will stop sharing. Are you knowledgeable about things that are going on in this lawsuit?
Yes, I am.
Is it fair to say that you have told Brian Martin in an exchanges on Facebook that the ones in control of this lawsuit are your attorneys?
No.
No.
I believe the ones in control of the lawsuit is the judge.
I'm speaking in terms of this is a judgment. This is a judgment that the plaintiffs are trying to pursue.
Correct.
The plaintiffs would be the clients. You,
Okay.
you as a client, or say your company as a client,
Okay.
have stated, are you aware you've stated to Mr. Martin that you are not in control of this lawsuit?
I am not personally in control of this lawsuit. You are correct.
Okay. Let me move on. Going by the previous conversation of Mr. Martin having, as you say, expertise in YouTube, would you say that Brian Martin is capable of managing YouTubers because of his extensive experience?
Capable. I would have to disagree and say no.
Are you aware that Brian Martin did run the video games YouTube channel?
I am not aware of that. I understand that Marco ran the channel and you forced your way into it, and then maybe both of you ran it together.
That wasn't the question. I asked if you are aware that Brian Martin ran the video games channel.
Objection to form.
I wouldn't say that you alone ran the YouTube video games channel.
When it comes to video games, it's been often referred to as a community channel, correct?
The video games channel? Yes,
Yes.
it was a community channel.
The video games YouTube channel is a YouTube channel, correct?
I would hope so. Yes.
Okay. Let's just say, if it's a community channel, could you tell me what that means? What is a community channel, sir?
So from my understanding of what your guys' definition of the community channel was it was a channel to host other creators' videos to help promote their channel, and you guys were to monetize it.
So you say host other creators' videos on the video games YouTube channel, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So that means it's safe to say that any video that you host or you upload to the video games YouTube channel, the video games YouTube channel never owned the copyrights of these other videos.
They had permission to upload the videos and would have had licensing.
But not ownership, correct?
The people who submit their videos to the community channel are not owners of the community channel.
Okay. And as Futuristic Hub, as you have mentioned, and actually is mentioned in the petition of this lawsuit, Futuristic Hub animations, videos are or were on the Video Games YouTube channel. Is that correct?
I understand that you or Marco uploaded Futuristic Hub videos to the Video Games channel.
So you are aware that if the Futuristic Hub videos would be on the Video Games YouTube channel, that Video Games does not own Futuristic Hub content.
Objection to form.
Well, you say Video Games, but if you were the owner at the time, yes, you were the owner of the content.
Are you aware of a disclaimer? Do you know what a disclaimer is?
I know what a disclaimer is.
Okay. Have you ever seen the Video Games YouTube channel disclaimer on the About Me page specifically stating that the Video Games channel claims no ownership to any content submitted to the Video Games channel?
Okay. I don't remember seeing it, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that disclaimer was there, it's safe to say that Futuristic Hub content on video games is not property of Video Games?
Objection to form.
Well, property of, well, I would say it is property that they are licensed to use.
In Mr. Moss's deposition yesterday, did he not say that when you upload a YouTube video yourself, you automatically own that video and have all the rights to it?
I don't remember what Mr. Moss said. Sorry, Craig. I don't remember what Mr. Moss said.
Fair enough. Let me go pull this up. I'm going to share my screen after I. Please bear with me. Right. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Mr. Keating, do you recognize this document?
I do not. I would have to see the header.
Let's say this is on page 7. Okay. Mr. Keating, do you recognize this document?
I do recognize it.
Would you state I'm sorry, that might be too small. Would you state the date visible on this document, please?
September 15th, 2020, 4:08 p.m.
Thank you. So you are aware that this lawsuit was filed September 15th, 2020. Is that correct?
I believe it was filed in July, and then this was a petition to have that consolidated with this.
July.
So initially, the collection action was in July of 2020.
So you are admitting that the collection action of this lawsuit was in July of 2020. Is that correct?
That's when I remember seeing a filing for this case, but we tried to collect on Futuristic Hub in 2016 and 17, if you remember.
Okay. I believe, don't correct me if, I believe the judgment was abstracted in July. I believe the lawsuit itself was filed in September 2020.
Is that a question?
Does that sound about right?
I wouldn't know. It sounds like these are legal questions.
Okay. Fair enough. Now I've got to find the
think you said it was page 7.
I'm not sure if it, let me see. Ah, yes.
Page
Thank
7.
you, Mr. Keating.
Oh,
I'm going to read this. Well, let me ask you, would you please read from the most valuable to the end of this paragraph?
The most valuable asset, the video games YouTube channel, was effectively shut down and transferred to the Futuristic Hub channel and Insider.
So the most valuable asset, video games YouTube channel, and we've already gone over what video games YouTube channel is. It was effectively shut down, is it not? It's still running, correct?
I'm sorry, I was reading this. State your question one more time.
The video games YouTube channel was not effectively shut down. It's still up, correct? If I go
it's still up. It's just not creating videos.
But it's effectively shut down.
We're not making videos. We haven't in several years.
So correct me if I'm wrong. In this paragraph, it states the most valuable asset, video games YouTube channel, was effectively shut down and transferred to the Futuristic Hub YouTube channel. Do you believe that that is correct?
Do I believe that what is correct? I believe that's what it says here.
Was video games YouTube channel transferred to the Futuristic Hub YouTube channel?
I don't believe it was. This looks like it may have been a clerical error.
A clerical error. Okay, let's go ahead and go to 56. Would you please read this paragraph for me, please?
By creating the new Futuristic Hub YouTube channel that creates the same content as video games, that's incorrect as well. YouTube channel that was subject matter of the judgment. Just 2 months after the judgment, defendant Brian Martin and Christy Barrymore made a fraudulent transfer. You want me to keep going?
You are alleging, or this is alleging, that the fraudulent transfer was made 2 months after April of 2016. Is that correct?
That's what I believe, yes.
So the fraudulent transfer started in June of 2016?
Whenever Chrissy signed the contract for it, I believe that was around that time frame, but I cannot say with 100% certitude without the exhibits in front of me. And Brian, do you understand that when it said the most valuable asset, it was referring to at the time when looking at all the stuff that you guys turned over to us, the most valuable asset at that time that you turned over to us was the video games channel.
Okay.
It's not currently the most valuable asset.
Okay. Mr. Keating, I'm going to reiterate. You have just said under oath that the time of fraudulent transfer that you believe you discovered was June of 2016. Is that correct?
I said, I believe so, but I cannot say without all of the exhibits in front of me.
But because of your belief, that is why this is in the document. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
I didn't put that in the document. I believe Dan White or Amos wrote that up.
Okay. But by the document, it states, by how you read it, that the fraud occurred in June 2016. Is that correct?
I believe we were saying a fraudulent transfer occurred then.
Of the Futuristic Hub channel.
For that specific transfer at that specific time, I believe so, yes.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what you're asking here, but.
No problem.
Was that document, is that marked as an exhibit?
I have not marked these yet. Would I be able to after?
Well,
let's say, which document are you referring to, Ms. Murphy?
It was the one that you had just shown on the screen that was marked Exhibit 1. It said Exhibit 1 at the top. Is that something?
I'm sorry. This was something that was sent to me.
Okay.
I believe Mr. Dubose has this in the exhibits.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and screen share. Mr. Keating, are you familiar with the statute of limitations law in Texas?
Objection to form.
I am aware that there is a law about statute of limitations. I do not know what that entails.
Mr. Keating, do you understand, as I read this, the statute limitations for fraud, that different states have different statute limitations for various civil actions, crimes. Texas is no different. Texas has a 4-year statute time limit. Texas has a 4-year time limit to bring fraud cases. Do you see where it says 4-year time limit?
Objection to form.
I do.
Right. And you said under oath that the fraud occurred June 2016. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
You're saying the fraud. I said
You said
a-
the fraud on Futuristic Hub.
No, sir, you asked me if I am saying the fraud, and then I responded. I said a fraudulent transfer took
Okay.
place at that specific day, but it is not considered the fraud or the fraud, whatever is at issue here.
I'm confused.
Okay.
You have just said under oath that you personally notice a fraudulent transfer may have occurred between Chrissy Barmore, Brian Martin, Futuristic Hub, June 2016, 2 months after the 2016 lawsuit. Is that correct?
I did not say I personally seen. You showed me a document and you asked me if this was a fraudulent transfer that we are talking about, and I said that was one of them.
Let's speak of June 2016.
Okay.
If this is the statute limitations on fraud, Texas law is 4 years time limit. By doing basic math, would you agree with me that you had until June 2020 to bring a fraud suit in the state of
Objection to
Texas?
form.
No, I believe we had until 2023. I believe the 4 years starts at the moment the appeal was affirmed. However, like I've stated before, I am not an attorney, so don't take my word for it.
That's okay. It's when the fraud was detected. You have 4 years to file or bring a fraud suit in the state of Texas.
Okay, so if we
Objection to form.
detected the fraud in July of 2016, right? And let me see here. I don't know what you're asking me.
Mr. Keating, you have just spoke under oath that you may have also detected the fraud July 2016.
That
Is that
was
correct?
a fraud that we
Form.
detected. Sorry, that was a fraud that we detected.
A fraud in 2016, yet your lawsuit was filed in September 2020, which means that you had till July 2020 to bring an action, and you waited 4 years to file a fraud suit in Texas
Objection to
against the
form.
statute of limitations.
Well-
Is that what you understand?
No, what I understand is that, again, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the law. It is a legal question. This sounds like it's something that
Okay.
the jury would
Let's-
have to be instructed on.
Okay, fair enough. Let me go on stop share. I will bring up a series of, are you familiar with Cameron Grant?
I am.
Cameron Grant. How long have you talked to Cameron Grant? When's the first time you spoke to Cameron Grant?
I would have to see. I can look right now, though, if I'm allowed to. If this was the first time I ever spoke to Cameron Grant, it would have been August 13th, 2016.
In August 13th, 2016, I believe I know what you are talking about. I will share my screen. Leave.
Are you going to show the whole communication or just that?
I
that
will just
first?
show a snippet. There's one key thing I'd like to speak to you
Sure.
about.
And once you point that out, if you would allow me to share my screen, I'm pretty sure I can give you some clarification and a better understanding of it. But I'll wait for your question.
You may. This is okay. This document is something you are familiar with, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in your exchanges, it does appear you are using the terms creator, owner, property. You are referencing the fraudulent transfer, correct?
Where can you tell me which paragraph? Where am I looking here?
Anywhere in this exchange, are you referencing the fraudulent transfer?
Well, you need to show me where I mentioned fraud and stuff, so I can
Would say, are you mentioning any of the merits of this lawsuit?
Would you like me to just pick something for me to read and then ask me about that? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
I will read. Hey, Cameron. So our federal subpoenas came back showing Brian as the current and original owner of Top Trends. Top Trends, that's a channel that is involved in this lawsuit, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We got copies and contracts and receipts for payment. So it is safe to say that even going back to August 13th, 2016, where it says, I do not want to involve you and your personal property into our case, I don't think that would be possible. You are referencing the lawsuit, correct?
I'm trying to see where it says, oh. You're asking me if I said personal property? Yes, I said personal property. Is that
okay? And then is that referencing to Futuristic Hub?
No, this was saying, because I asked Cameron, well, Cameron said, hey, this is my channel. I heard you guys are trying to sue us. And I said, no, we're suing Brian. If it turns out that the channel is actually yours, we wouldn't want to interfere and take it. And then you'll notice at the bottom of this screenshot where you have cropped out his response, where he says, I just said to you what Brian told me to say, to be honest. He'd tell me lots of bad stuff about the lawsuit. I don't know what's true. I don't know. Regardless, I have no part of Top Trends now, as I have been kicked off, amongst other things I mentioned in my tweet. He has also threatened me with a lawyer. If you check my most recent tweet, something he always does is doesn't get his way. It's truly pathetic. Are you reading that, or would you like to bring that up on the screen?
No, that's not the point of I'm trying to make here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the point?
It is okay. The point I'm trying to make here is that this exchange dated August 13, 2016, where you're referencing personal property and the case, you're also referencing the fact that Futuristic Hub may have been involved in a fraudulent transfer. Is that correct?
No, sir. This is specifically about the Top Trends YouTube channel.
But that is Top Trends is also in the fraudulent transfer. So you had some knowledge about these channels, correct?
Objection to form.
I have awareness of the Top Trends channel, right? I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry.
You said, okay, we're going to go back to where you just said under oath that you were aware of a fraudulent transfer of certain YouTube channels, Futuristic Hub for one, dated either June, let's say June, July 2016. Is that correct?
Brian, I don't know what you're referring to unless you show me, sir. You're showing me a lot of stuff and we're going back. Can you ask that question? You said what? We noticed a fraudulent transfer at the time that we got that response from you stating Chrissy on the channel. We believed that to be one of the fraudulent transfers.
And you noticed this time frame of fraudulent transfer in 2016, June, July 2016, correct?
Well, that was the initial discussion. We didn't talk about the federal subpoenas coming back. If you look at the date, it was March of 2017.
I'm not referencing this document. What I'm trying to do is, we've already established that you've said under oath that you detected a fraudulent transfer in June or July of 2016 of the Futuristic Hub channel. I am showing you this document to verify, and to verify that this document is, you remember your exchange dated back August 13th, 2016.
I remember this exchange back in 2013 or 16, sorry.
And that's August, correct?
It says August 13th.
Okay.
But this had nothing to do with the Futuristic Hub channel.
But you are familiar, though, in any case, you are familiar that August comes before September, correct?
Well, not always.
I'm sorry.
September 2020 came before August 2021.
Okay. Your federal lawsuit was filed in September 2020. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
I believe it was filed in July, but again, this is legal
July.
conclusions.
Okay.
Did you want to show the rest of his response where he said he was just
No, that's not the
saying
point
what
of
you
this.
told him to?
Mr. Keating,
okay.
that's not the point. The point that
Okay.
I'm trying to make is, if you're aware that your talks about the fraudulent transfers from July 2016, you are aware that it is well over 4 years to bring in the suit of September 2020. And it was September 2020 where you filed a fraud suit. So you are aware that June, July, and August falls under September. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes.
July
Okay, thank you.
came before September. Yes.
Thank you. So going back to the statute of limitations, this is Texas law.
Mhm.
Going back to the statute of limitations, if you read here, Texas has a 4-year time limit to bring fraud cases.
I just see Cameron Grant. I don't see what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please let me share. I'm sorry, Mr. Keating.
You're fine.
Based off of our conversation,
Mhm.
we have established that under oath today by questioning that you were aware of a fraudulent transfer that possibly occurred in June, July, or possibly talked about in August with Cameron Grant of 2016, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you would agree with me that by statute limitations 4-year to bring a fraud case, that means file a fraud lawsuit, that you had until, let's say, August. If August of 2020, if it was August 2016 plus 4 years, you are aware you only had until August 2020 to really file this suit in court.
Objection to form.
I'm not aware of anything regarding the statutes of limitations.
Okay. But based off of what you're reading here, do you not understand that there is a 4-year time limit?
I see a website that you are showing me, but this is not actual law. This is just a website saying this is their interpretation of it. And I'm sure down at the bottom of the page, it probably says this is not legal advice. You should seek a lawyer, which is why over the years I said, anytime you raise I'm finishing the question. Anytime you raise a question about legal issues, I'm an idiot. I have to rely on the attorneys to do that. So the questions about Texas statutes of limitations, this sounds like an objection or something that you or Mr. Dubose would have to levy at the court, and then our attorneys would respond. I don't think this is up to me to understand anything.
I totally respect that, Mr. Keating. Let me ask you then, in a non-lawful way.
Okay.
Based off of the conversation that you had under oath just now, you have detected a fraudulent transfer, and you did say that you've detected it as early as June 2020, correct?
As early as? No, I don't know what we detected before that.
Okay. Is it safe to assume, based off of what you've said under oath, that it took you over 4 years exactly, over 4 years to bring a fraud suit in the state of Texas?
Objection to form.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is about statutes of limitations. I'm not going to come to a conclusion or say how I feel or even form an opinion about it in a non-legal way, because statutes of limitations is a legal question. I'm not going to try and form any opinion about that.
Let it go on record that Mr. Keating, after I've asked that question, had said, and I quote, yeah. So I will take it that Mr. Keating has said yes.
Well,
Objection to the sidebar. It misconstrues the witness's testimony.
Okay.
And I would respond.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will go, Mr.
Okay.
Keating, I will.
Roger that.
I'm going to go to let's just let's take a step away from the law, Mr. Keating. Let's do the.
Brian, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can we take a quick break so I can change files?
Yes, you can.
Thanks, sir. We're going off the record at 1:28 p.m. We are back on the record at 1:40 p.m.
Welcome back, Mr. Keating.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask one question based off of what we had before the break. In the 2016 lawsuit, the appeal from the, I believe it's the Fifth Circuit Appeals Court in New Orleans, rendered an affirmative verdict in your favor in January of 2019, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And I just want to ask, it is correct that it took from January 2019 to September 2020 to file a fraudulent suit. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
You're asking me if we were affirmed in 2019 January and if we filed a lawsuit in July of 2020. I believe that is how it played out. Yes.
Not, I said September 2020.
Well, I believe it was July. We
Okay,
disagree.
We'll look at the documents. In other words, it was well over, it was a year and a half, correct?
Correct. Not 4 years.
And you still detected the fraud in summer 2016, correct?
Objection to form.
That specific fraudulent transfer? Yes.
So you would say that you've been negligent. Do you know what negligent is?
I do know
Objection
what
to
it is.
Okay.
form.
What is negligence, Mr. Keating?
Objection to form.
Negligence, or you want the definition? I could pull up
What-
the definition. But
You may.
if ever, huh? Oh,
You may,
okay.
if you'd like.
Thank you. Negligence, failure to take proper care in doing something.
Would you say that in the course of when you've won the lawsuit of 2016, that you've been quite negligent in a lot of the aspects of what's led on to the 2020 lawsuit?
Objection to form.
No.
So you would not say that after you've won an appeal, you have a $18 million judgment. That's a lot of money. I would like to collect my $18 million. You are to say that it's not negligent to wait nearly 2 years to file a suit on collections?
Form.
No, it's not negligent.
Same as where at the video games YouTube channel, you wouldn't call yourselves and your business partner who co-runs David Tyler Moss negligent on running the video games YouTube channel.
Objection to form.
No.
So you received this channel that you argued that was worth millions of dollars and you did not do anything with it, correct?
Objection to form.
Correct.
Okay. But in federal court, you argued how much you could do better than Brian Martin in running the channel. Is that correct?
I do not believe I claimed that. I don't remember.
In the federal court documents, you had claimed that Mr. Martin was running it badly and that you can run it better.
If that's
Objection to
what I
form.
said, sorry.
You had also claimed the same thing.
I didn't answer that question. Did you want me to answer it?
Well, if you may.
Okay. Ask the question one more time, please.
I will ask you the question in a different way.
Okay.
When you received the video games YouTube channel that you argued in federal court that was worth millions and millions of dollars, you must have been pretty eager to have that YouTube channel, right?
Objection to form.
I wouldn't say I was eager. I wanted to collect against the judgment and get what was awarded to us.
and the purpose of collecting the judgment, you would want to obtain the video games channel to create a revenue stream from video games to add on to the judgment, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you didn't. You ran the channel into the ground and you were neglecting the channel and it died, correct?
Objection to form.
I didn't run the channel into the ground. The channel, you're saying I ran it into the ground and what else?
At the time of the lawsuit, Mr. Keating, the video games YouTube channel had well over 3 million subscribers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it's safe to say that when Mr. Martin got the video games YouTube channel when it was around 1 million subscribers, that Mr. Martin would be responsible for adding 2 million subscribers. Is that fair? Is that a fair statement?
No, sir. You did not receive the video games YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers. You joined the video games channel with Marco and you both ran the channel.
So let's just say when Mr. Martin and Marco Princeps started running the channel in January 2014, the video games YouTube channel added on roughly 2 million subscribers in the 2 years, correct?
I don't know, possibly.
Okay. So if that's the case, wouldn't you say that Mr. Princep and Mr. Martin ran the channel fairly decently in the 2 years?
No.
And why is that?
Because in order for you to run the channel decently, you would have had to operate in a moral way. And from my understanding, you both scammed several of the creators that were uploading to the channel. So you allowed them to upload, you allowed to get the views and the money, but you gave no money to the creators. So that, in my understanding, is not running a channel very well.
But we've already established, Mr. Keating, that the video games channel is just a community channel where the videos are uploaded to video games and promoted with no monetary expectations in return.
We did not say that, and I did not testify to that. Sorry.
The video games channel is a promotion channel. Is that correct?
No, it was a community channel at the time.
Do you have any evidence of this alleged fraud that you were talking about when it comes to running the video games channel, where Mr. Princep and Mr. Martin have a duty to pay the people
Yes.
that have their content on there?
Objection to form.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me move on. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
We are going to move on to a different subject.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're done with the.
We are
Okay.
done with the video games situation.
Okay.
Let me see. Are you, Mr. Keating, are you aware of this website, Aegis?
I am aware of it.
You are. Could you tell me what Aegis is?
I believe it to be a third-party rights content ID company.
Okay. Are you an employee of Aegis?
I am not.
No. Okay. So it is safe to say, because you are not employed by Aegis, that you don't know what goes on in Aegis. Is that correct?
It is not safe to say.
You do not know the process of how they run their company. Is that correct?
I do not know all the processes on how they run their company.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Keating. Would you read this line right here, please?
We've paid over $1 million to rights holders.
Would you say that word for me, please?
Rights.
Okay. What's a right? What is the definition of a right holder in your?
Form.
Somebody that has the proper licensing to use the content.
Okay. And if you've read right here, would you tell everyone what this says right here?
Earn from unlicensed use of your content.
And in the highlighted section, what does that say?
Your content.
Very good. And in this button here, what does that say?
Are we claiming your content?
Okay, so it's correct to say that this is talking about the owner's content, correct?
Well, this is talking to whoever comes to the website.
Okay,
This is advertising to whoever comes to the website.
so Mr. Keating, you're aware that Holly Bone, the alleged owner of Futuristic Hub, is the wife of Mr. Brian Martin, is that correct?
I do understand that to be true.
So I will say on record that I have approval from Miss Bone to access her Aegis platform.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Mr. Keating, have you ever seen this besides from before yesterday's deposition with Mr. Moss? Have you ever seen this dashboard?
I've seen a dashboard like this.
Okay. And it's safe to say that this is pretty much a content ID dashboard, correct?
That's what it appears to be.
Okay. Could you say the name of this person up here?
Holly Bone.
Thank you. And I'm going to have to move this over here. So as I click profile, let it run. So we have a couple things. I will get to the bottom part very soon. You can tell by just basically looking at this profile page of a content rights holder that the name of the content right holder is Holly Bone, correct?
Where does it say on here about a content owner?
Well, the website is about the actual rights holder, a person
No, it's
who
not.
has an account. This is an account ID. Is that not correct, Mr. Keating?
Is what not correct? That there's an account
Is
ID?
there? Yes.
There is account ID.
Okay. So if a user has an account on this website, is it correct that they hold the rights to certain content?
No.
Well, you've just said that this website is a website that would hold the rights holders and copyright content.
No, I said this is a content ID platform.
Okay. I think we're getting technical here. We will go to, you see here an application has been submitted. Everything is green, correct?
I see green text, but not everything is green.
ID verification. Do you see
I see
ID
that.
verification? Okay,
I see
verification has been accepted, correct?
I see that.
Okay. Everything has been accepted under the name Holly Bone. Is that fair to say that they have identified her identification?
Objection to form.
I see that ID and address verification has been submitted, and I see that they say the verification was accepted.
Okay, thank you. And now it is understood that this dashboard is Holly Bone's dashboard, correct?
Objection to form.
That's what it appears to be.
And it says creator under Holly Bone, correct?
That's what I see.
Would you read this line right here?
It says, I created Futuristic Hub in 2012. All videos are mine and I own everything.
What are your first thoughts when you read that?
Objection to form.
My first thoughts is that this is another attempt to fraud.
Okay, so that is your opinion, correct?
That is my opinion.
Okay. That is not a finding of fact. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
You asked me what my opinion was based off of what I read, and
Okay,
I told you what my opinion was.
I already got it that it was your opinion. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Keating. Email preferred. Would you read this email here?
Animationfuture4@gmail.com.
Do you recognize this email?
I do.
Would you please explain how you have come to recognize the email?
I've seen it in some of our subpoenaed documents.
And under whose name does this email appear?
There's no name above it.
Well, gosh, I would. In the Moss documents, in the Google's, Google, you are aware that Google submitted thousands of documents, correct, with information about anything that they've had. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have seen a voluminous amount of documents.
And so you have not seen, or excuse me, strike that. Have you seen where it says animation4@gmail.com, have you seen where it says Holly Bone as the owner of this email?
I don't remember.
Okay. It is there, but I will move on.
Objection to the sidebar.
Okay. Mr. Keating, could you read this name right here?
Futuristichub.
Thank you. And by reading Futuristichub, it would appear that Holly Bone allegedly has a copyright interest in the YouTube channel Futuristichub.
Objection to form.
Who's alleging it?
Well, by reading the profile of Holly Bone,
Okay.
she has got an account ID. She has got an actual verification and the content information to Futuristichub. Is that correct? Can you read, as you read this, does that appear?
No,
correct?
I do not believe the verification was a verification process that verified Futuristichub belonged to Holly Bone. I believe that verification was just verifying that the ID she presented to them was correct.
We'll get to that now. Under video management, Mr. Moss, in his deposition yesterday, when he saw this, was very quick to develop an opinion about this website, even though under oath explaining how he's never seen this website before. He has stated that anybody could steal any video and it would automatically or get claimed by this website. Do you see this right here?
Objection
I do.
to form.
Okay.
Sorry.
Waiting for review. Do you know what review means?
To review, to look
Okay.
at.
Okay. So it's safe to say that Holly Bone is waiting for Aegis Content ID to review and verify to upload to Content ID. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
What I understand, no, that is not what it means. There is a review process. I'm sorry, would you like me to answer fully?
Yes,
It's
please.
gonna be a little winded. I used to own a company that is exactly like Aegis. It was called AdRev. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but we bought it for $85 million. They had the same exact, these same exact tools. What the review process is, you guys have uploaded this video reference file. I've noticed this one that's waiting for a review has no asset ID. Essentially, they need to review the video that you are claiming and compare it to the video that you have uploaded as the asset file. Once they verify that the video you are claiming is the same exact content from the video file, then they would approve it. This is based off of my understanding of how this works. And keep in mind, it's been dated by 4 or 5 years.
Okay. So in Aegis website here, Holly Bone has the rights holder and verification where Aegis employees must verify that she owns the content. I will
Objection
just
to form.
say that.
Is that a sidebar or a question?
No, that's I'm just explaining what Aegis what the Aegis website is doing.
I disagree, but okay.
Okay. I would like to. There's a lot of videos. Please bear with me.
Hey, you're okay. Go lay down. You're okay. My dog doesn't like this line of questioning.
That is okay.
Reject.
Mr. Keating, what does this video say?
Jingle balls. Happy holidays.
Have you seen this video?
I probably have.
I am not sure if I'm able to, let me see. Okay, so I am able to collect this. Now, Mr. Moss was very quick to saying this date was the date of claim, which was not true in yesterday's deposition. This date was just a notation date when an employee by the name of Alan Yu rejected all related to the forward channel disputes because there is an active legal case. I wanted to sidebar that. But in
I'll
this,
object to the sidebar.
okay. As I open up the Jingle Balls Happy Holidays, you see the name, once again, Holly Bone in her ID, correct?
I do see the name Holly Bone.
So you see the description created by Futuristichub, correct?
I do see the description.
Okay. So in the source URL, I'm going to click here. Could you just cite the date of the creation of this video?
2014. I'm sorry. December 12th, 2000, or December 4th, 2012.
Okay, December 4th, 2012. So that would be the Futuristichub channel, as you know, it was created in October of 2012, correct?
I don't know the exact month, but I believe it was created in 2012. Yes.
So it's safe to say this was one of the first ever. One of the first videos. It was 2 months after the creation of this channel, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll agree.
Okay. Because this was 10 years ago. Could we
Okay.
agree that this is a decade old video just about?
Almost a decade.
Well, just about, yes.
19 years, 2 months,
Okay.
3 months.
Okay. Ms. Murphy, could I go off record for 5 minutes?
We are going off the record at 2:02 p.m. We are back on the record at 2:07 p.m.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Keating.
Hello.
I'm going to share my screen once more.
Okay.
Here we go. We're going to leave off to the previous screen we had. Could you see the screen?
I do see it.
Excellent. Let me just, I just want to verify. I'm so sorry about that. I just want to verify that this channel was created in October 25th, 2012. Do you see that?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay, very nice. Mr. Keating, in your affidavit, you were essentially saying that the content on the Futuristichub channel was sort of, in your opinion, was had an obscenity at the start of it. Is that correct?
Are you talking about the animated pornography that you made on the channel?
I'm going to object to the you made part.
Okay. Are you talking about the animated pornography that appeared on the channel in its early days?
Yes, Mr. Keating, that's correct.
Yes. I do remember animated pornography being placed on the channel.
Okay. So you've gone through every upload on Futuristichub, correct?
I wouldn't say every upload. I've seen a lot of your videos over the years.
Mr. Keating, throughout the thing, could you refrain from referring to as if I was to own this channel? Refer to the channel as a third person that has no owner at this time.
Objection to the instruction by Mr. Martin.
It will be difficult to do that, sir.
Based off this case, there's still alleged material. This is why I've asked that.
Okay.
So at first glance, you have noticed that there's a lot of cartoon animations on this channel, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that the person who's created all of these videos has come from being somebody who isn't great to great.
Objection to form.
Yeah, can you re-ask that?
Okay, so the evolution of these videos, is it safe to say that as these videos as the channel got older, the videos got way better? Is that correct?
There was an improvement in the quality of the animations, yes.
Okay. And as it's noted that the Futuristic Hub channel started in 2012. Is that correct?
As it's noted, yes.
Okay. And as in the records, or should I say the filings, there is an alleged ownership by one Holly Bone who is creating these animations. Is that correct?
Objection to form.
I understand that Holly Bone is alleging she created this.
Okay. Are you familiar? Do you know Miss Bone's birth date by the filings?
I do not know it off the top of my head.
Okay, so somewhere in our talks, you had explained to me personally that Holly Bone was around the age of 12 or 13 when Futuristic Hub was created. Is that correct?
I believe that's what you told me, yes.
Oh, okay, okay. So couldn't it be normal to, let's just say, assume that a child could start off a YouTube animation career by doing these type of videos? Would a child make these videos?
Objection to form.
Sorry, Craig. I don't know.
Well, how old do you have to be how old do you have to be to have a YouTube channel?
13.
Is it 12 or 13?
I believe it's 13, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so Holly Bone was 13, correct?
I don't know how old she was on October 4th, 2012.
Holly Bone's birthday is October 27th, 1999. So this creation of the channel was, in fact, just before her 13th birthday.
12.
However, as a 13-year-old, does she have a right to create or to run a YouTube channel on YouTube?
Well, you started talking about the pornography videos. Now you're talking just about running any channel. Does a 13-year-old have the right?
Yes. Can a 13-year-old operate a YouTube channel, post videos on YouTube?
Yes, a 13-year-old can operate a YouTube channel.
Okay, so it is not out of the question that a 13-year-old could, in fact, be running a Minecraft animation channel. And I'm not talking about this channel, any channel.
Objection to form.
It is possible
Okay.
that a 13-year-old could run an animation YouTube channel, not like Futuristic Hub.
And why would you say not like Futuristic Hub?
Well, you said that. You said an animator channel, not this one, not like this.
Okay. But your definition of Futuristic Hub, you seem to be separating what Futuristic Hub, do you realize Futuristic Hub is for Minecraft animations, correct?
Objection to form.
I understand that Futuristic Hub is a animation YouTube channel.
And do you know what Minecraft is?
I do.
Okay. Is Minecraft viewed by the entire community as a kid's video game?
I'm sorry, are you asking me what other viewers
do you think that Minecraft attracts children?
Yes, I believe Minecraft attracts children.
Okay. So it's not out of the question that if a Minecraft fan was 13 years old, that they wanted to make Minecraft animations at 13 years old, correct?
Objection to form.
If a 13-year-old wanted to create a Minecraft animation channel, then it is possible they could do so.
Mr. Keating, how old is Brian Martin currently?
I don't know. How old are you?
Mr. Keating, I'm 37 years old.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, yikes.
Would you explain why?
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
you want me to, I think that will prejudice you. I don't think you want me to explain that.
Well, I'm being very respectful to you, Mr. Keating, and I would like to know what you meant by that.
Well, 37 years old. That means you were how old when Futuristichub was created? You would have been 28?
A
27?
full-grown adult, yes.
Right.
Full-grown adult for the creation of the date of the channel.
Right.
Yes.
And since animated porn was uploaded to the channel that featured your voice, but yet you're saying a 12-year-old created the pornography, I say yikes because you just admitted to helping a 12-year-old child make pornography.
Now, do you know what went behind the scenes to create any animations?
Again, I see the completed final product.
So
and I
you
saw
are
the final product of the porn.
So you are basing everything based off of a hunch. You've never seen. Did you see the Minecraft porn get created with your own two eyes?
Brian, you told me that she created it and you only provided the voiceovers. And that was last year, you told me.
Let that be on record. That is exactly what I said. And do you understand that when someone gives voice work or voiceovers to an animator, that it could possibly be for something else? I'll let you answer that.
Objection to form.
You provided the voiceover because she asked you. And your response to me was that you didn't care that it was porn. You're not going to tell her what to do with her stuff.
That is not what I said. I
like
will
me to
explain.
pull up-
I will explain to you that Holly Bone wanted a specific type of animation, sent a specific direction to the voice artist, and the voice artist did what was directed. I would not want to get personal and to call that anything sexual against children, Mr. Keating. We are talking specifically about how a 13-year-old could be capable of making these type of animations.
Objection to form.
Is that a question?
No, Mr. Keating, are you aware that Holly Bone is autistic?
I am aware that both of you had said she is autistic. I have no reason to disbelieve that.
Okay, so autistic, in respect, an young autistic child, it is not out of the question that they would be fixated on creating immature Minecraft porn animations.
Objection to form.
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about you working on it with her.
We are talking about the fact that a 13-year-old autistic person could very well be capable of creating Minecraft porn animations.
She was not capable of, sorry, Craig. She was not capable of creating the Minecraft porn that was uploaded to the Futuristichub channel.
She was not capable.
I do not believe she was capable.
You do not believe. Were you there when this Minecraft porn was created or animated?
No, but I was there
Okay.
when you admitted to creating it yourself.
No, that's not the question that I asked.
I know. I was following up the answer.
Okay.
Would you like to see the video of you admitting to creating it and editing the videos?
We will get to that if you'd like.
Okay, thank you. There's I can see on the screen where you were just out the very first, when you introduced Wildcraft. Is that the video you're trying to find?
Mr. Keating, I am actually trying to find, what is it? There we go. Okay. At first glance, this video seems like a cool cartoon, right? There's a lot of colors.
It looks like a futuristic hub video.
Okay, so you've established my age. You've established that I am 37 years old, correct?
You have established that you were 37.
Well, we've already established that I am 37 years old on record. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So the date of this creation of this video was May 13th, 2017. Do you see that?
I do.
Okay. So let's do the math based off of 5 years from 37 years of age. That would mean that I would be about 32 years old when this was created. Is that correct?
I don't know. Probably, maybe.
Would this be something a 32-year-old full-grown adult male would be interested in making?
Yes.
Where you see Elsa. Yes.
Yes.
You believe that a 32-year-old full-grown adult would be interested in making child's animations such as this featuring Elsa from Frozen?
Based off of your verbal communication, even though you used children characters, I think your phrase was, yes, Minecraft and these characters are for kids, but they're for adults too, because adults love their Minecraft porn. Okay. So yes, I believe you had an interest in creating this because you knew it would attract views.
Would it be also safe to say that an autistic woman would be capable of also making this?
No. Sorry, Craig.
Well, women, I will not go down that road. But
hey,
would it be normal for an Frozen Elsa to be, is Elsa a Disney princess?
Elsa is a character in a Disney movie.
Okay, and you would think that would attract females on a general basis? Princesses.
I think it would attract children.
Children. Okay. Mr. Keating, am I a child at age 32?
Objection to form.
So I'm going to move on. Mr. Keating, we are going to go to the claims page.
Okay.
We are going to go back to Aegis. This is, you are familiar with Aegis. We've seen the profile. We've seen this website, correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I'm on the claims page, and this page represents all the claims on the entire YouTube website, whereas a video has been uploaded by another channel and has been claimed. Are you familiar with, if you upload another person's video, that you will get a third-party claim?
If the person has created a reference file within the content ID system, yes.
Okay. So if you read here for me, it says, I'm not sure if you can read that.
I see it.
How many claims total is that?
9,997 claims.
That's a lot of claims, isn't it?
No.
Well, it's almost 10,000, correct?
It is almost 10,000.
Okay. Okay.
And the reason why I say no is because when I had CMS and Content ID, I had well over 650,000 claims. So this is just a small amount.
Well, Mr. Keating, was that claims from your YouTube network?
That was claims from the Content ID system that I ran, which was part of my network. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Keating, would you say this word right here?
Original.
Original. What's the definition, or what do you think that means?
The
Objection to
first.
form.
The first.
The first. Okay. So we are by first, this would essentially say first creator, correct?
I think you're drawing your own conclusion as to what that means.
I'm asking a very simple question. Would that just, if this says original creator at first glance, would that essentially mean first creator?
Objection to form.
It means the original creator.
Okay. And could you say the person's name right here?
Holly Bone.
Okay. I will stop sharing. I just got a few more questions for you. This actually went a little bit longer than I expected. Mr. Keating, what is, I know I'm going to butcher this word. What is Fidelissimus LLC?
Fidelissimus LLC. It's a company.
Okay, Fidelissimus?
Fidelissimus.
Okay, so I've said it right. Fidelissimus. What is the role? What is your role in this company?
I am the manager of Fidelissimus LLC.
Okay. And are there any members in this company?
Members as in owners? Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to say who are the owners of this company?
No.
Okay. I respect that. So you have an LLC, correct?
No.
Okay. Fidelissimus is an LLC, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You are, I'm sorry, I don't have that document. You are aware of the Futuristic Hub LLC, correct?
I am.
Okay. What is your opinion on Futuristic Hub LLC?
Objection to form.
Futuristic Hub LLC was the company that you and your ex-wife, Chrissy Martin, formulated to put Futuristic Hub under.
No. Okay. Is there any proof that the Futuristic Hub channel was placed inside this LLC?
I don't know.
It's a shell company.
Is
If
it?
you were looking at the records, Futuristic Hub LLC didn't do anything.
Objection to form, sidebar.
So Futuristic Hub LLC did not operate as a business because there was no business revenue or income.
Objection to form, sidebar.
If I created a channel, a YouTube channel called Fidelissimus.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Keating, let's just say I created the channel Fidelissimus.
Okay.
Does that give me the rights and ownership to the Fidelissimus YouTube channel? So let's just say if I created, I'm sorry, strike that. If I created the company Fidelissimus LLC, so you've got Fidelissimus LLC, and someone else created or had the YouTube channel with the same name, Fidelissimus, does that give that person the rights and ownership?
Objection to form.
Please re-ask the question.
You've already stated that Futuristic Hub LLC, that the Futuristic Hub YouTube channel was inside Futuristic Hub LLC, correct?
No, I said I believe that the Futuristic Hub LLC was a company that you and your previous wife formulated to, I guess, manage the YouTube channel. That's what I believed it to be.
Mr. Keating, you just said manage the YouTube channel. Is that correct?
Did I?
Yes, you
Managed,
did.
run,
Is that
owned? Sure.
okay? Well, now we've established you've just said manage the YouTube channel. Is it fair to say, let me see. Well, you know what?
I'll object to mischaracterizes this testimony.
Can you repeat that objection, Mr.
Yes,
Craig?
mischaracterizes the witness's testimony. He followed up with managed, run, owned.
No, actually on record, he actually said managed, and then he stopped the sentence.
Managed,
And
owned,
then
ran.
and then I asked him about the managed situation, and he had reiterated owned, managed. That is on record. I will pass the witness.
We reserve our questions until the time of trial.
Before we go off the record, if I could get counsel to place their transcript requests on record. Mr. Dubose, you want an E-tran?
Going to which?
An electronic transcript?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also to confirm, we marked exhibits 1 through 11 and A through C. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then Craig, did you want to order a copy?
You can send me the original for now and we'll go from there.
All right. And then Brian Martin, did you want to order a copy of the transcript?
Absolutely, yes, Ms. Murphy, thank you.
All right. Bryce, we're ready to go off the record.
Our court reporter today is Sarah Murphy, who is also from First Legal Depositions and will now swear in the witness.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give in today's matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, sir. Brandon Keating, Sr.
Okay. Have you ever given a deposition before?
Yes, sir, I have.
How many times?
I believe one time.
And how long ago was that?
That would have been in 2015, I believe.
And that was in relation to the court case whose judgment you are creditor on. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're not standing in the court right now, are you?
No, sir.
And that's just a little background.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I hope you like it.
Well, all right. Just wanted to make sure that your reality. Oh,
I'm sorry. Are we able to go off the record to troubleshoot the audio?
yes.
Going off
Okay.
the record at 11:04 a.m. We are back on the record at 11:07 a.m.
Okay. And I'm looking at your deposition, which, excuse me, your affidavit, which is Exhibit 6. And I see thereon that, let me just, I think I'll share the screen on that. You have stated that, well, you had been involved with YouTube videos for quite and content creation since 2005. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you been involved as a creator or as a manager or both?
Both.
Okay, let me ask you about your creative aspects.
Okay.
What were your creative activities with respect to YouTube?
Well, I've taken part in creating a lot of different YouTube videos over the years. So everything from planning to editing to production, I mean, all encompassing. Since it was only me working on the project, I covered everything. Depending on the project.
Have you done animation?
The only animation skill that I've personally done was way before YouTube, many years ago.
And as a manager, what have you done?
Well, the term manager is it's not set in stone. You could be a manager and all you do is create a thumbnail. You can be a manager and all you have to do is go sell ads on the channel. As far as my involvement as a manager, it's been all over the place. It just depends on the channel that I was managing at the time and what they needed.
But I take it that from what you just said, that there are many, many different forms that management on YouTube can take. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just from your testimony, I would take that a manager can participate in the creative aspects at the same time that he is doing the other management functions. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go to the creation of a video.
Okay.
Have you read Ms. Bones' declaration where she went through, I think, the 7 or 8 steps, maybe 9, that she goes through in creating a video?
I do not believe I've seen that.
At some point, I may want to add that to the exhibits and get that before you.
Mr. Dubose, your microphone is it's tripping out.
Yeah, sorry, Gene. You want to go off the record again? We got to fix that.
Okay.
Going off the record at 11:11 a.m. We are back on the record at 11:14 a.m.
Okay, so there's an issue in dispute in this case about who owns the videos. Is that correct?
I believe there is a dispute. Yes.
And by the videos, I mean the videos that were on Futuristic Creamworks Animation, and Wildcraft. Is that what you understood that I meant by videos?
That as well as a few of other channels.
Oh, well, these are the only channels that my client has an interest in. Did you know that?
Well, your client claimed at our mediation that she owned Top Trends and she offered it to us as part of the settlement.
I don't remember that. Actually, my understanding is Cameron Grant owns that, but anyway, but it's not functional anymore. Okay. How can you know definitively, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that a person is the person who created the video?
Objection to form.
What's your objection?
I
The
think you said
objection.
But I want to know what the objection is so I can correct the question.
Calls for a legal conclusion.
No, I'm not asking for a legal. What I'm asking is, if you're going to go and you're going to find out absolutely something that information that cannot be disputed, what is necessary?
Can you repeat your question in another way? I'm sorry.
Sure. Glad. Oh, and I didn't. All the introductory matters that I mentioned yesterday in my deposition of Mr. Moss, they apply here. Whenever you don't understand, please, for God's sake, let me know so that we are not off on different tracks. And sometimes lawyers speak lawyer language, which is incomprehensible, and sometimes you speak tech language, which is incomprehensible to me. In any case, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We have.
Oh, can I interrupt for 1 second? I forgot to inquire. Are we still doing this deposition under the rules of Texas procedure? We didn't talk about that at the beginning.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
What I'm looking for is what is the way to absolutely know who the creator of the video is?
The way to absolutely know who Well, you had to have been there and watched the person create it.
Right. Have you ever watched any person creating the videos that are in dispute?
Yes, I have.
And who did you watch?
I saw a video of Mr. Martin that he tweeted saying he was behind the scenes working on another Futuristichub video. And as he's partying with the camera, he turns and it shows the editing studio behind him with Futuristichub animations behind him. That I showed that in the hearing the other day.
So, but that's, you're concluding that he is the animator because he said he was the animator and you saw a screen. Is that correct?
That's one of the reasons. There's many different reasons why I believe he created.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Seeing him created.
Seeing him created.
There's that. And then I've had other people send me pictures of him creating Futuristichub videos as well.
And have you produced those pictures in Discovery?
They should have been produced, but if not, I'm pretty positive they will be produced by the deadline of March 11th.
Well, I think we're going to need a little before that.
Okay.
I assume, Craig, that you're going to be producing all of these documents which have not been produced and which your client says exist. Is that correct?
I'll produce documents relevant to a proper discovery request that have not been previously produced.
Well, if you don't produce it, you can't use it in trial. So
Well, I understand how it works.
okay.
I have a quick question, Mr. Dubose. Did you have a headphone set that you could switch to?
What's the problem?
It just still sounds muffled to me. Do we want to go off the record so this isn't cutting into your time, Mr. Dubose?
Okay.
How's that?
Oh, that might be better. Can I hear you?
I can hear you just fine. How's everybody else with it?
I have to turn the volume up on that.
Yeah, do we need to go off the record really quickly just so this isn't cutting into your time?
No, I'm not going to be here that long. So
Okay.
let me, how's that? Is that better?
Still needs to go up.
It's more clear, but it just needs to be louder.
Put the microphone closer to you and see if that works.
Okay. How's that? That's as close as I can get without spitting on it. I've got the volume term up as high as the system permits me.
Still pretty low.
Well,
Can we go off the record just so that we can troubleshoot?
Sure.
Going off the record at 11:21 a.m. Stand by 1 sec, please. We are back on the record at 11:25 a.m.
Let's talk a little bit about fine art. You will admit that, let's say, painting is a creative process.
I'm sorry?
Painting as a creative process.
Like painting pictures, like you're a painter, Picasso?
Yeah, well, let's take Van Gogh,
Okay.
Mr. Van Gogh. And how do we know that Mr. Van Gogh's paintings were made by him?
I had nothing to do with Mr. Van Gogh, so I wouldn't know. I've never had any interactions or even looked at his work to even know.
Okay, well, most of them were signed Vincent Van Gogh. And have you ever heard of the problems that people have with unsigned pictures by great artists? Have you
have you ever heard about that? Somebody comes up with a lost, say, Michelangelo. I think that's been one case. Have you ever heard of the process by which people determine that it was or was not a Michelangelo?
No, sir. I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's mostly a matter of looking at the style with unseen, and there are experts who are very deeply involved in particular artists' works, so that on the basis of strokes and various things about technique, that they can draw conclusions about who created them. And again, that would be, would it not, a copyright issue, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know if copyright is pertainable to anyone over 300 years old. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think after 75 years after they die, there's no copyright.
Well, it's but we've looked in when you were talking at the in front of the court, you had a bunch of pictures of videos which I requested, but I haven't gotten yet. Do you remember that?
Are you talking about the videos of Mr. Martin admitting that he owned and edited all the Futuristichub videos?
No, you were talking about the maturity and immaturity and quality of the videos.
The side-by-side, yes, sir.
The side-by-side. So have you looked at a lot of videos on Futuristichub?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Keating, before you respond,
Sorry.
Mr. Dubose, did you receive that link I sent you today of all of the?
Well, let me check, because as I recollect, all that I had in that was the videos of Mr. Martin. I could be wrong about that. Let's go off the record for a moment.
I may not have uploaded, sent the
And by one sec, please.
side.
I'm sorry. We're going off the record at 11:29 a.m. We are back on the record at 11:36 a.m.
Okay. I am going to share my screen here. And God willing, when I go to get back over to
And it should be unlisted, so it should play for you.
let me see. No, I'm gonna. What I have to do here is okay. With me now. I think this is going to work.
There it is. Up. Do that again, Gene. How you pasted that into the address bar. Go ahead and paste that one more time. where it says Google. Yeah, do that again. Paste the link. Not there. Right there. Paste the link in there again, but don't click anything. Do you see where it's the yellow play or the red play button? Hub craft side by side down below.
Yeah.
Click that.
Okay.
Click that
Okay.
with the mouse.
Okay.
There you go.
And just to confirm, you're not wanting me to take down the audio from this, correct?
Yeah, I'm not concerned with the audio because as I recollect when you were talking before about this, the way you talked about the video was that about the visual quality, not about the audio. Is that correct?
When I was discussing the differences, it was all encompassing: the audio, the visual, the movements of the character, the flow of the story, the storyline itself, fluid movements of characters. It's all encompassing, not just the audio.
Okay, so
See how the camera, well, you didn't ask me a question, sorry.
well, I'm just going to let this play, and I'm going to, if I can do it, I'm going to. Can you hear the sound on this?
No, sir.
Yeah, I can't either. And that's because I didn't hit the sound button on this, but
Gary, come here. Lay down. Lay down.
okay, so when you prepared this video, which I'm going to call Video Exhibit 5, were you also looking at the scope of the videos that appeared on Futuristic Hub?
I'm sorry?
Did you look at, have you looked at videos on Futuristic Hub from the beginning to the last ones that were put on?
Yes, I've been watching Futuristic Hub since the beginning, since 2013, 14.
In your opinion, well, one of the things I know is you've seen because you said it in your affidavit, that the quality of the animation on that channel has gone from crude to very sophisticated. Is that correct?
No, quality, crude is not quality. That's the content.
No, excuse me. That was a bad word. The animation was unsophisticated and became sophisticated.
I wouldn't say it was unsophisticated. I would say it started off in the early days at a lesser quality, and over time it slowly got better in quality.
Yeah, I got your. I think what you said in your. I'm going to quote what I'm reading from Exhibit 6, your affidavit. Paragraph 3 about Futuristic Hub. And it says, the sound design, voiceovers, story flow, scene transitions, asset integration, and overall quality of the animations have evolved to a level of highly skilled animator, which resulted in over 1 billion views.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
If you're reading that verbatim from my affidavit,
Yeah.
that is what I said.
And do you agree with what you said in the affidavit that the animations have evolved to the level of highly sophisticated, the product of a highly sophisticated animator?
Yes.
Okay. Now, over those years, could you tell that it was the same creator creating the early ones as well as the whole flow up to the most sophisticated ones?
I would say, in my opinion, yes, I could tell they were all the same.
Okay.
Now, I should add, there may be some videos over the years where Brian may have collaborated with other animators, and that's a possibility. However, all of the videos that I have seen, I believe them to be Mr. Martin.
Well, I'm going to say who the person was that created, but your conclusion is that whoever created him, it was the same one who created the earliest ones as well as the later one. Is that correct?
That is what I believe. That is what I believe. Yes.
Okay. And what's the objection to the form?
You're asking him to speculate the way that question was asked.
Well, I'm asking his opinion. I don't think, and that maybe all opinion is speculation. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. Let's go to some evidence of the. Okay. Have you created channels of your own?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And does Google give you a title when you are the person who creates the channel?
I don't believe Google gives you a title. You might be titled the owner.
Well, the primary owner?
Well, Google doesn't set that. The person running the YouTube channel would set that. Google doesn't identify anybody, I don't believe.
Oh, okay. Well, let me okay. Can you read this, or should I zoom in?
I can read it.
Okay. Again, you may remember. So, but does that look familiar to you? Have you ever seen anything like that before?
This, yes, I have seen something like this before.
Okay. And what do you consider that is? And
So,
what do you consider its meaning?
So this is a Google page where you get transferred to this page from YouTube. When you're on your YouTube channel and you want to go into your channel settings and assign positions or assign emails to the channel, it brings you to this page where you can enter an email, and you could put the name of an owner. You could take down an owner and add a new owner. This is the page where you set permissions for accounts that have access to the YouTube channel.
Well, who is the you who sets those?
Whoever has access to the YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, this is a screenshot that my client took of this particular. Is there a password that gets you to this stage?
You would need a password, yes.
Okay. Well, this shows that Google considers the owner to be Holly Bone, does it not?
No, sir.
Objection to form.
Oh, why does it not?
This is a page that whoever has access to the channel, they are able to put whatever name they want in there. Google does not verify, and Google does not agree, and Google does not say this is who the owner is. This just says whoever had access at the time listed Holly Bone as the owner, primary owner of the channel.
Okay. Now, do you need me to zoom that in so
Yes,
you can
please.
see it? Okay.
Yes,
let me-
please.
What was that last exhibit?
It was exhibit 9.
9.
And this is, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. Okay, zoom.
And just to add to your question, you can add Jesus as a primary owner and it will set.
Okay. Now, do you recognize what exhibit 11 is?
Yes, sir.
And what is it?
It is a picture of a copyright dispute notification that YouTube sends saying you have put in a copyright claim and this is the information. I notice it doesn't have a date on it too.
We do not have, here, I don't believe we have a date on this at all. But do you see?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I may have been incorrect. The text was a little skewed. Let me look at this again.
You want me to make it bigger?
No, I had it where you just had it.
Okay.
I'm just going to look in, and I believe this is actually a different notification. I just want to make sure. Following claim on video, I found real Dame costume Minecraft video title, copyright content Dame 2 claimed by Latin author, Latin you claimed sales. You are receiving this email as confirmation that we have received your dispute. So it seems like, and I may be incorrect because this is just a snapshot. It doesn't have all of the context. It seems like somebody had claimed, yeah, without viewing the claim details, I cannot say. It seems to me that somebody filed a copyright claim against maybe Futuristichub, and then they filed a counter notification to the content ID, but I can't be 100% sure.
Okay. Well,
if the copyright owners agree with your dispute, so it's saying somebody else owns the copyright and they have to agree that Holly's dispute is valid.
okay. And you see the name here, Holly Bone.
Correct.
Correct. And you see down here that the email from Holly, from Google is addressed to Holly. Is that correct?
I cannot say that that is an actual email. There's no date on it.
Well, I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an actual email.
That's not the issue I'm asking about.
Okay.
It's down here. You see that the email greeting is "Hi Holly."
Yes.
Okay. So at this point, Google believed that Holly was the owner of the channel. Is that correct?
At what point?
That's the point of this email.
Well, I don't know when that email was sent.
I know, but I'm
I
not
don't know
asking
if it was sent.
Okay. Putting those
But-
aside, isn't this an indication that Google considers Holly Bone to be the owner of Futuristic Hub?
No.
Objection to form. Mr.
And-
King, if you could give me just a moment to
I
lodge my
apologize.
objection before you answer. Thank you.
Okay. And why not?
Can you ask the question? I don't remember what I just said. No. To.
Okay, you just said that this is not evidence that she owns Futuristic.
Correct. That is not evidence that she owns.
Okay, why is that?
Because when creator support sends an email to a YouTuber, it selects the name that is listed as the owner. It's automatic.
Oh, so that means that Holly was listed as the owner at some time. Is that correct?
If this is a genuine email, then it is likely that at that email, Holly would have been listed as the. It's possible. I wouldn't say it's likely. It's possible.
What would be the reason why it's only possible?
Well, number one, this is a response. So we don't know what the email before that said. It could have said, "Hi, I know the channel is listed as being owned by this person, but I'm Holly and I own it." And then they responded, "Hi, Holly. I don't this." But even that alone is not proof that she owned the channel. This is just proof that somebody was trying to make YouTube believe that Holly was the owner of the channel.
Okay. And so I assume that you would, looking at what I've marked as Exhibit C, this was sent, Holly has in her declaration said that this was sent to her. And by the way, what is Exhibit C? Do you recognize Exhibit
I don't recognize
C?
it. It looks like it's a letter from Google informing whoever they sent this email to of legal action.
Okay. Can you read it?
I can. Yes.
You can. Okay. So if it was Holly that received this, take a look at that date there, 17 December 2020.
Yes, sir.
Is that a date of any importance?
Yes, sir.
What happened on that date?
Well, after that date, a few days after that date, defendants were locked out of the Futuristicub channel.
Okay. I think that's the date that they did that. But so when Google does things in that affect the channel, let's see, we're strike it. What is this notifying the channel owner about?
I wouldn't know. I'd have to read all of it.
Well,
We write to. Do you want me to read it?
read it to yourself. Should I make it larger?
No, I see it.
Okay.
This is, it looks like YouTube is just saying there is a legal proceeding around your channel, and we're notifying you of that. Please acknowledge that you received this.
Okay. So is that normally what happens at YouTube when there are legal proceedings that, well, strike that. Do Google's, you're familiar with Google's terms and conditions, is that correct?
Around what? They have terms and conditions for many different
I know.
products.
Are you familiar with them?
I'm familiar that they have terms of conditions. I'm not familiar with the terms of conditions.
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
I didn't say I don't know anything. I don't know which terms and conditions you're talking about. I know they have terms of conditions. I know they exist. I've read some pertaining to AdSense in the past, but that was many years ago and it was a cursory search. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. I'll wait a little bit.
Is there anything that you're aware of in the terms and conditions that states what YouTube will do if there are legal proceedings involving a channel?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Form?
Sorry, Craig.
No. But you're not familiar with those.
I cannot say off the top of my head, no.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm sure there is.
And now I'm showing you Exhibit B. Have you seen that exhibit before?
Yes, sir, I have. Okay.
And what do you understand this says? And let me just show you. It is a 3-page document.
Okay.
What do you understand that is?
Are you asking me what? Okay. What I understand this email is an attempt to defraud judgment it's to defraud us into believing that Holly owned the channel.
I'm not asking you the purpose of the exchange.
Well, you asked me what I believe it to be, and that's what
No. What is it? Very simple.
Okay. This is an email. It appears to be an email.
Okay. And it's email exchange. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
You've seen this before.
Yes, sir.
And between whom does the exchange take place?
It appears to take place between someone claiming to be Holly and our attorney, Dan White.
Okay. Well, I believe I'm going to have to go back here a little bit. I'll go back a minute here. Okay. This is your, do you recognize this document?
Judgment creditors original for fraudulent transfer and application. It looks familiar, but I submit to you that all filings look familiar to me. But yes, I'm sure I've seen
this lawsuit has truly a plethora of pleadings that have been filed.
Yes, sir.
But what I want to draw your attention to, let me just it is over here, this paragraph 27 here. So you see that?
Yes, sir.
And then let's go over to So, there is the Exhibit B that this refers to, you see here.
Okay.
It is Exhibit B. And it's alleging there that this was a false document. I'm not going to, okay.
May I point something out to you about this document? Because earlier you
Sure.
said you don't remember. You'll notice the second paragraph down, it says, I was nice enough to offer top trends to help him in his case, but that offer is out of the window. So they did offer top trends to us.
Okay.
And this was well before the mediation, so they've always been offering it.
Okay.
It sounds like my dog really needs a bathroom break.
I'm glad to, well, I only, okay, let's take, how long is that going to take?
And 10 minutes, if possible.
Okay, let's take a 10-minute break.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
we'll return at 12:15.
Thank you. I will.
We're going off
Okay.
the record at 12:05 p.m. We are back on the record at 12:18 p.m.
Okay, we're up now?
Go lay down.
Okay.
Yes, we're back on the record.
Okay, pass the witness.